Hello everyone, my name is Krishnil Singh and I will go through this micro LED which is based upon a unit which I teach in the final year, which is Professional Engineering and Project Management. So this particular course basically equips the students with project management skills, also the knowledge and appreciation of the roles and responsibilities of professional engineers in the society. Topics that will be covered in this course include responsibility, honesty, integrity, and reliability in professional practice, safety, risk and liability, role of engineers in addressing ecological concerns, engineering issues in the South Pacific, role of South Pacific Engineers Association, rights of engineers, skills of writing complex professional documents and contract law. Moving on, the following are the course learning outcomes. So on successful completion of this course, students should be able to explain the moral values, ethics, roles, and rights relevant to the engineering profession, demonstrate competence while representing the engineering profession as an expert, identify and analyze the risk involved in a project, and take appropriate decision with the help of the guidelines provided by engineering societies. Describe the major engineering issues in the region and explain how engineers can contribute to the sustainable development of the Pacific Island countries. Demonstrate knowledge of the role of the engineering societies. Demonstrate the ability to write and present professional engineering documents. Demonstrate knowledge of some basic legal principles which govern formation and terms of contract. And the most important one we will be focusing on is to demonstrate the ability to use appropriate project management tools and processes to plan and manage engineering projects. And also to demonstrate the ability to assess, analyze, and plan appropriate response to project risk. So the particular course learning outcome that we are focusing on in this micro LED is course learning outcome 8. So under which we have a topic which is work breakdown structure. So a work breakdown structure is basically the first step of the part of program evaluation and review technique analysis to determine the duration and completion probability of a project. The work is broken down into smaller components so that tasks are easily scheduled and controlled. Each descending level of the work breakdown structure hierarchy has detailed information on the task that is to be completed. Moving on to the topic learning outcomes. To understand the different types of work breakdown structures used in project management plans. To differentiate between phase-based work breakdown structure and deliverable-based work breakdown structure. To identify major tasks in the work breakdown structure and form an activity table with associated predecessor tasks and task duration. Moving on to the alignment of the learning outcomes, activities, and assessments. So for the particular course learning outcome 8, which is to demonstrate the ability to use appropriate project management tools and processes to plan and manage engineering. So one of the most important project management tools and processes are the work breakdown structure, which forms a basis for the activity table from which the network diagram can be drawn, and the project duration and the probability of completion can be calculated. The associated teaching and learning activities of the following course learning outcome are lectures, tutorials, and laboratory, as well as online resources which students may find useful. Some of the assessments are projects, exams, and short tests. And the following are the program outcomes and USP graduate attributes. Now, the redesigned alignment of learning outcomes, activities, and assessments. So, for the course learning outcome, the associated teaching and learning activities are basically the same, whereas the assessments are slightly modified to cater for discussion forum, online quizzes, labs, projects, short tests, and final examination. Moving on to discuss the redesigned TLAs. we would have online quizzes. The online quiz will be basically used to gauge the student's understanding of the particular topic in focus after successful completion. Now the labs will focus on completing different steps of the PERT analysis, such as the work breakdown structure, the activity table, and the network diagram. The labs are usually combined together to form the assignment, which is then assessed as a formative assessment, which means that the labs would not be assessed separately, but as one. So the following are the formative assessments. We have an assignment which is 20%. So what happens is the labs are basically a build up towards the assignment, which is the PERT analysis. The different labs cover different aspects of the PERT analysis, such as the work breakdown structure, activity table, and the network diagram for a particular project. All the labs are then combined to form an entire PERT analysis for a particular project, which is provided in a lab handout. Now the project is also a major component of the formative assessment, which is 25%. The project for this course is to develop a formal project management plan documentation which covers several important aspects of the PMP or the project management plan, such as the project charter and the PERT analysis. The focus topic provides an important build-up towards the PERT analysis from which we determine the probability of completing the project on time. We have our associated learning resources for the particular topic in focus. We have a textbook, which is the Project Management for Scientists and Engineers by Rice University, written by Mary Barron and Andrew Barron. It is an open educational resource for project management, which is also available on the link is available on the Moodle shell. And the PDF document is also available on the Moodle shell. Finally, thank you very much for paying attention to my micro LED. Thank you.